The Bible says that Elijah was taken up into heaven in a chariot of fire. What did this chariot look like? Where did it come from? And what happened to Elijah? You're about to find out as we look at the chariot of fire that took Elijah. We see the chariot of fire in 2 Kings 2:11-12, as Elijah and Elisha were walking together. A chariot of fire with horses of fire appeared and separated them. Then Elijah was taken up to heaven in a whirlwind, leaving Elisha crying out, my father, the chariots and horsemen of Israel." Now, let's break this down. What kind of chariot was this? The chariot was made of fire. In the Old Testament, fire often represents God's presence, power, and judgment. God had appeared to Abraham in a fiery vision, and Moses saw a burning bush that was not consumed by the fire. When God gave Israel the law on Mount Sinai, the mountain was surrounded by fire and smoke. And when Solomon dedicated the temple, fire came down from heaven and consumed the burnt offering and the peace offerings. So this chariot was no ordinary chariot. It was a divine chariot sent by God. Whose chariot was it? It was the chariot of Israel's God. In the Old Testament, horses and chariots were often used as symbols of God's power and majesty. In the book of Psalms, David describes God riding on a chariot like a warrior about to go into battle. So this chariot belonged to none other than the God of Israel. Where did the chariot come from? The text says that the chariot came like a whirlwind. A whirlwind is a sudden and powerful wind that can sweep everything before it. Just as a whirlwind can appear suddenly in a storm, so the chariot came unexpectedly. This emphasizes the sudden and unexpected way in which Elijah was taken up to heaven. What happened to Elijah? The text says that Elijah was taken up to heaven in a whirlwind. This means that Elijah did not die, but was taken up alive to be with the Lord. In the Old Testament, there are several accounts of people being taken up to heaven in a similar way. Enoch, for example, was taken up to heaven without experiencing death. And the prophet Isaiah also spoke of being taken up in a vision. So what does this mean for us today? First, it shows us that God is in control of the affairs of men. No one can harm us unless God allows it. Second, it reminds us that God is in the business of rescuing his people. Just as he rescued Elijah from certain death, he will rescue us from whatever we may be facing right now. And third, it gives us a glimpse of the heavenly. Just as Elijah was taken up to heaven in a chariot of fire, we will also be taken up to meet the Lord in the air. What do you think about the chariot of fire that took Elijah? Let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like and share if this video has been a blessing to you. Until next time, stay blessed.